If you're filing a claim for individual unemployability, also known as IU or TDIU, can the VA reduce your current overall percentage? In today's video, I'm going to answer that question and explain IU so you don't make a mistake. So stick around. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dwayne Kimball, owner and founder of KMD89 VA Claims Consulting, United States Army veteran and retired VA rating specialist. Today, I'm going to be discussing, can the VA reduce your overall compensation percentage if you file a claim for individual unemployability, also known as IU. But before I get into today's video, I want to remind you of my upcoming book. I am so happy that I've reached this point and have information in the book that I think will help you with your VA compensation claims. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Release time is either the end of May 2023 or the 1st of June of this year, okay? Also, I want to let everyone know, you probably heard me talk about this in my monthly live stream that I did at the 1st of May, that I'm going on tour, okay? So check in the description section because I'm going to bring my seminar to you, how to win your VA compensation claim. So you're going to meet me in person. Tickets are still available. We have saved the date, locations like Atlanta. We put Atlanta on the list, Norfolk, Virginia, San Antonio, Fort Hood, Texas, San Diego. But we're going to kick it off in Jacksonville, Florida on June 3rd. So definitely check the description section in the link below. You have to click that show more button to get to the description section, okay? Now, today's video, can you be reduced for your overall compensation if you file a claim for individual unemployability? And the answer is yes and no. But I'm going to explain to you because a lot of veterans, they jump into filing a claim for IU, they don't know what it is, they don't understand the process, and then they say, oh, wait a minute, I'm getting reduced. What is the VA doing? And start calling the VA all these bad names. But we as veterans have to be educated on this claims process so we can be successful, okay? So that's what I'm going to do today. I have a couple of slides I'm going to share with you and explain and give you some examples after I share these slides so you don't make the mistake of getting reduced when you file your claim for individual unemployability, okay? So slide number one. Here is slide number one. This is the VA's 38 CFR 4.16, individual unemployability, IU, TD, also known as TDIU, okay? Now, this is not the entire regulation, okay? I just wanted to, as always, point some things out. But you can go to the VA's website and find 38 CFR 4.16, okay? So we're going to go over this and I'm going to explain it to you so you understand it, okay? Total disability rating for compensation may be assigned where the scheduled rating is less than total meaning 100, okay? When the disabled person is, in the judgment of the rating agency, unable to secure or follow substantially gainful occupation as, okay, this is where it gets tricky, as a result of service-connected disabilities. Keep that in mind. File a claim for IU, it has to be for service-connected disabilities. They're telling you this right here, okay? Provided that if there's only one such disability, this disability shall be rateable at 60% or more, okay? So let's just take, for example, you're service-connected for PTSD at 50%. You meet this criteria, and I'll explain later, okay? At 60% or more. And that if there are two or more disabilities, meaning you have to have two or more disabilities, a minimum of two, there should be at least one disability rateable at 40% or more and sufficient additional disability to bring the combined rating to 70% or more. So let's just say, for example, you have PTSD at 50% and you have migraines at 50% and you have a back condition at 20%. Okay? Just keep that in mind. But this, what I have highlighted in red, is what they're talking about, scheduler criteria. So if you reached out to the VA and got a disability breakdown letter, in my last video, I'll link it at the end of this video of what a disability breakdown letter is. You can see what your service connected for and come back and look at this regulation and see, okay, I have one disability, 60% or more. I have overall 70% disability with one condition at 40. But I'm going to go back and I want to explain that one disability at 60%. And what they mean by that is, let's just say, again, 50% for PTSD. Now, you don't meet any of those two criteria, but also keep in mind, IU is not a standalone claim. I'm going to repeat it. IU is not a standalone claim. And in the next slide, I'm going to expand on a little bit more. It is a claim for increase for that service-connected condition that you're stating prevents you from gainful occupation. A lot of veterans miss this. They jump right into the process and they get hurt. I've seen it. Okay, I've seen it as a rater. I've seen it since I've had my company. When individuals reach out to me and they ask me to explain IU to them. Okay, moving right along. Slide number 2. And here in slide number 2, what I took is this is part of the VA form that you need. Okay, this is the Veterans Application for Increased Compensation Based on Unemployability. Look at what it says, increased. Okay, so that's letting you know it's a claim for increase. IU is not a standalone claim. Now, one thing that you want to keep in mind when you're getting these VA forms, you always want to go to the VA's website and get the updated forms, okay? Because if you get them from a different website, they could be outdated. Sometimes you go to the VA's website and they're outdated. But if you get it from the VA's website and they're outdated, you're still good to go, okay? So look up in the top right-hand corner, you see the expiration date, okay? June 30th, 2024. Now, the reason why I took part of this is because I want you to see in section 8, it asks, and I have it underlined, what service-connected disabilities prevents you from securing or following any substantially gainful occupation? There it is. Remember in the previous slide, it said for service-connected conditions. They're telling you right here, it has to be for service-connected conditions, okay? And again, IU is not a standalone claim. So I hope I didn't confuse anybody, okay? But I want to give you the VA's definition of IU, what is the requirements, what is the form you need, and also you have to understand IU is not a standalone claim. It is a claim for increase for what? Those service-connected conditions that you see in 38 CFR 4.16 and on the prescribed IU claim form, okay? Now, can you be reduced? Yes and no. Here are some examples, okay? Let's just say the veteran service connected for PTSD, migraines, and back, and filing a claim for IU. Those percentages have been in effect less than 5 years. The veteran files a claim. Keep in mind, it's a claim for increase, okay? Go to the CMP exam. That CMP exam shows all conditions have improved. Now the vet is in trouble because guess what's going to happen? The vet can, the examiner states that the vet can obtain gainful employment and the conditions have improved. So guess what's going to happen? The VA is going to deny IU and they're going to do a proposal to reduce on all of those conditions. Okay? Now, let's just say those conditions have been in effect more than 5 years. The vet goes to the exam and the exam shows improvement. Okay? And the doctor states, yep, the veteran can obtain gainful employment. They're going to deny IU, but they're going to confirm and continue the other conditions because they need 2 exams to show improvement to do a proposal to reduce if those percentages have been in effect more than 5 years. Okay, now let's just say that's part of the no. Okay, that's the first example I gave was the yes, that they can reduce. The second part was a no. Okay, so when I was a rating specialist, I've seen veterans fall into this category. Okay, again, they jump into the process, they don't understand it, and they're like, oh, wait a minute, the VA, they're all bad people. They're proposing to reduce me because I did something without being educated first. That's what veterans fail to tell you. Okay, they just say, oh, the VA's all screwed up, they're not paying attention, they didn't look at this, they didn't look at that. But what did you do as the veteran? Did you go out and get educated and understand what individual unemployability is? Okay, so just a quick recap, can they reduce you? Yes, but you have to think about if those evaluations have been in effect less than 5 years. No, they can't if they've been in effect more than 5 years. So the way to combat that, get a copy of your claims folder. That rating code sheet, your latest rating code sheet will tell you the percentage and when it was effective, and you count to ensure, is it under 5 years or is it over 5 years? Okay, and then furthermore, see what the criteria is for the next higher percentage. Now, as a previous retired rater, I've actually denied IU and granted an increase for the other conditions, and the veteran comes out at 100% or a higher percentage than what they're already at. Okay, because they knew going into that exam there was a claim for increase. They understood they met the criteria for the next higher percentage. Okay, so either they went up to 80, 90, or sometimes 100% and got permanent total, but we had to deny the IU. Okay, I've seen veterans currently have IU come in for increases, okay, and they're at 90%, but 100 based on IU, come in for an increase for something else, and they go up to 100% permanent total, which 100% P&T is the greater benefit over individual unemployability. Okay, so again, understand what IU is and what IU isn't. IU is not a standalone claim. It is a claim for increase for the service-connected conditions that you're claiming that prevent you from obtaining gainful employment. So with that being said, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and don't forget to share this video with your fellow veterans. Thank you.